Hi all, I wanted to talk to you about essay structure today. Let's start out with the introduction. We have the hook, bridge, thesis method. The hook is an attention-getting opening sentence or story. The bridge is a transition that ties the hook into the thesis statement. And the thesis is a one-sentence, arguable, specific statement. It's a good idea also to introduce the title of the story and its author's full name in the introduction. Let's look at an example of this. Here's the opening line. The struggle for equality between men and women has spanned centuries, as society continues to bind both genders to specific roles of either dominance or submission. So that's a clear opening line. Let's look at the bridge next. The classic Sherlock Holmes story, The Speckled Band, Sir Arthur Conan Doyle's tale of adventure and suspense, grapples with this issue. So you can see she's bridging here, and she's also introducing the title of the story and its author. And now let's look at the thesis. It illustrates the oppressive and unequal nature of society's gender roles through its portrayal of male and female characters. That's clear and it's specific, and notice how nicely all these sentences flow together. They have nice transitions. Next, let's look at the contextual paragraph. Now, often for the second paragraph, it can be good to offer readers some context. You need to assume that they have not read the story you have read, and you need to give them a brief synopsis of it in relation to the thesis idea. So again, let's look here. We see the writer is orienting readers and grounding them in the story by giving them just a brief summary of it, not a play-by-play of the whole story. In addition, she's tying this summary back into the thesis idea. We can see that in the last paragraph. She says, throughout the story, male and female typecasting emphasizes the purported strength of men and weakness of women. So she's keeping that thread of the thesis idea alive by weaving it into her paragraph here. And that's exactly what you want to do. So next, let's look at the body paragraphs. Now in each body paragraph, make sure to create a very clear topic sentence that tells readers exactly what you plan to talk about in that paragraph. This serves as a signal to readers, so they have an idea beforehand what the paragraph is going to be about, and that paragraph should stay focused only on that one idea throughout. If your idea shifts, that means that you need to start a new paragraph. So you want to state that clear topic sentence. You want to bring in a quote that supports that topic. And then afterwards, analyze the quote and how it relates to that topic idea. Let's look at this in action. We see this topic sentence here is very clear. The description of the story's prominent female character, Helen Stoner, utilizes stereotypes within society that can be attributed to the foundation of gender roles assigned to women. So we know what this paragraph is going to be about. She's going to be talking about the stereotypes the story utilizes in regards to gender roles. You see also that she's brought a quote in that specifically supports that topic sentence. And afterwards, she's analyzed that quote and let readers know how the quote ties in with the topic as well. So next, let's ask ourselves this question. As you write your essay, go back over each body paragraph and ask yourself this question. Do they contribute to the development of the thesis? If you have a body paragraph that does not contribute to the development of your thesis, you need to eliminate it. Every sentence, every paragraph of your essay should be developing the thesis idea. You need to stay focused. We so often, when we write, digress into other subjects. So this is something you need to examine your essays for, is for that focus. All right, lastly, let's look at the conclusion. Now, a conclusion is about making meaning. Here's some things you do not want to do in your conclusion. You do not want to restate your thesis word for word, and you do not want to summarize every single point you made in the essay. You've already talked about those points. What you want to do is reflect and make meaning what significance does your thesis have? You want to return full circle to the idea of the thesis, reflect on it, and show readers why it is significant. You want them to take something away from your essay that's meaningful. So again, let's look at this example, and let's get down to the bottom. So you can see that she's returning to the idea of gender roles within society and the unsustainable standards that these pose for men and women. She's talking about it, and she reflects on the larger meaning and how it connects to society. She's giving readers a takeaway. So that's something you always want to think about with your conclusion, is how can I connect with readers? How can I show them the importance and the reason why I wrote this essay? It's not simply to repeat ideas at the end. It's to show readers how important these ideas are. So I hope that helps you, and I will talk to you soon.